what I would like to say is, for the women out there, and the mothers and the fathers out there, like, drug is something that makes a person happy, you know. So if you go around the person and they are light up with weed, maybe they have it for days, you can be attracted to them, you know. So like, let's say a kid comes and feels happy automatically because maybe you smoke the weed, and then they get happy, but afterwards with time they change because maybe they have their distance and then they're different, you know. So the person never forgets what they feel, so that's also a thing, you know. And it's the same thing with a person that doesn't know, they don't know what they really want, but maybe like when you go around a person you get goosebumps, right? It's the same thing with the happiness, you know, and you remember that happiness, your body just goes to that person and stays there, you know. So as a person, I would say, maybe you have a daughter and your daughter is has 10 men, and all of the men she goes and she looks every now and then, you know. Some people does it for money, some people does it because they just like it, and some people does it because they don't know where their happiness is, you know. And I would say, you have to, I started doing drugs and it took me some time, but when I was in Spain I already knew what I want, and I was strong enough to be a strong woman, you know. So when I was 17 years old I managed drug, I was doing drug pure, like now I do cigarettes in my drug, but back then I did pure drug, like I just put maybe a little cigarette or no cigarette and smoke it. Weed, green weed. Like now I can do that shit, you know. But like, that's how I came out of it, you know. That's how I started going back to the things I used to do back then, and that's relationship. And yeah, you know, I started seeing hustle as hustle and relationship as relationship, you know. But that took me a while. And I would say, maybe you have people that's not using drugs and they never get out of that circle because that's the thing they want, but they don't know because they never used drugs before. No, I don't like drugs, but you're dealing with a person that does drugs, so you like drugs without knowing, you know. And until you do the drugs for you to find yourself, then you will know. Because look, now I do drugs every day, so I'm happy to be in the house. But maybe when I stop doing drugs, I start feeling depressed in the house, you know, and then I start going outside, you know. Now I can just sit and talk and enjoy, or I can go online and check something, you know. So I found me as a child back then, you know. And it takes a lot of drugs, you know. So when you are out of the because I feel like maybe a person that coke, but after they find a person that did coke and meth, they sober up because they never used meth before, you know. So then it's either they gonna go to that meth so that they can reach that high level of happiness, or they keep on coke and they just don't get happy as they used to, but they're happy, you know. So like, that's it a little. Either you go higher and happier than happy, or you just stay neutral. And I'm staying neutral. Like, sometimes I do feel like I want more happiness, and now right now I am at that point of flipping. Like, I still feel like I miss the person, but I love the one in Netherlands, and I'm talking to a person right now that kinda did some hard drugs, but I kinda was happy with him also. Like, he's still in my phone and I can text him without feeling some type of way, while I have other people in my phone that text me and I don't feel no type of way, right? But I've seen this person and I've dealt with this person, so I don't know if it's a drug thing, or if I'm really liking him, or if it's just me being used to the drug and want that happiness. I don't know what the fuck think it is. You know, I'm so confused. I've been around a man that did coke and he smokes it, so my head is like, Shani, just sit your ass at home, you know, just don't do shit, you know, just sit and just whew, because my head is messed up. Messed up. And so yeah, and I'm also sick, but I'm getting better though. I'm not sure if I should be sitting like this because maybe I can get sicker, but I'm sick. Sick. So yeah, I have like 2 days sick now. See, I went and searched for the problem. I have like 2 days sick now or so. But it looks like it's leaving though. But I think I have to cover my body up because I called the sickness. You know, when you're sick, you cannot be sitting out in the cold. You should be covered up, covered. So yeah, drug is a crazy thing. Like if you do not use drugs, but you've dealt with a person that used drugs, you can be beaten up and not leaving it. Drug is a thing that can get you addicted. So if you're a drug baby and you have a man that does drug, you can be addicted to that man without knowing because you never did drug before. That man can set you in traps, smoke some crazy ass shit, let you get a headshot. You don't even remember what happened the day before. It's a crazy motherfucking world, man. Like, and you can stop a drug, but like the whole world needs to stop with drug, you know? Like I'm not gonna stop my drug if I can go outside and walk next to a person that does cocaine and the next day I'm walking crippled. You know, it's crazy. You know? Or the next day I'm a hoe again. It's crazy because I lost the knowledge that I had back in the days and I have to go and get it back. It's the same thing as me being 10 years without knowing what I did back in the days. But as soon as I sober up and I get my brain cells, I start putting puzzles together. That's how crazy drug is. Drug is a pause, a mental pause until you start getting all of your screws back together, you know? And then it hits you one time. But if you're on drugs and popping all of your mental headstrings, you never get the chance to think about life, you know? And life is simple. Like when you're 80, 60 years old, it's either you're gonna want to sleep alone, sleep with your kids, or find a man, you know? It's like either you're gonna have your kids taking care of you, or you're gonna be living in the house, cleaning every day, going out and coming back. And like sometimes you see a woman miserable living that life, and sometimes you see men miserable living that life, you know? That life of being alone. Sometimes you see so much people in maybe the house or so, but like maybe none of them remember each other, but they have seen each other before. That's how crazy life is, man. Crazy, man. This world is like they use you, and then you're not worth it anymore, or you're gonna have to continue want being used, and then you're gang. You know, that's gang. That's why I don't deal with gang. And them motherfucking animals, I just don't motherfucking know. I do have food in the room though, and I just ate. I'm not hungry anymore. Voila. Cruelty. Oh God, a push. And Mrs. called me like crazy. So I just ate. Now Cruella also ate something. Yeah. So that's life a little. So if you would like to have a good life, I would say, maybe it's a crazy thing, but I would say, like, meet a family and meet the, like, if you have a daughter, meet a family that has a son, and y'all come together and have talks and let the kids see each other, and be around them. Don't let them go upstairs and do crazy thing, like, see how you can be in a family, and then you have the right man for your child in order for the family to continue to grow. But also, you need to have a stable woman and a stable father to do this. And then maybe your kid will be safe in the world later on. That child will think twice before they disappoint their parents. And why would they disappoint their parents if they are happy? So yeah, and that's it. That's it. And nowadays there's a lot of killing also that I also want to talk about. A lot of killing, man. I saw a child. I'm sorry if I said something wrong or if I hurt somebody, but that's what I thought and that's how I felt. I don't want to hurt nobody, but it came in my bed and I went to look at it. Like you can see, I can't forget it. It's like, damn, man. I would be flipped, like if I fell in love like that with a child, my child, and they would take that away from me. That child look healthy, like it could be only a medicine to destroy that kid, or like, don't come tell me that in 2 months the person is almost dead. Like, what did they get? Cancer at the craziest rate? It doesn't add up. Like, I think a sickness come from a year before, and the child is, and on medication also pills, so you can get a person that's, like I always say in my head, to remove a person from the pills and see how good they go, and if they get worse without the pills, then you put them on the pills. But if you remove them from the pills and they get better, don't use the pills. Don't use the pills. That's what I say. It's obvious. Everybody should do this every single time. It's either it's for the best or it's a lesson, and you have to try and see it first, before you trust it, So yeah. It's crazy though. And like also, to me, I see it as a person that can talk and not do nothing is a person that has control. But a person that, like if I have a boyfriend and I tell the boyfriend, remove your pants, and he doesn't do it, and I get mad and tell him we gonna be done, and he removes his pants, it's different than if I tell him, come here, remove your pants, type of thing. It's the same thing with the outside world. So like, A stalker is a person that stalks. They will go every single time, do crazy things, walk inside, every single time they get a chance to be inside. For me, that's a stalker if they can do that. They don't get like, their conscience doesn't work like, it doesn't want me to be here, let me just leave, type of thing. So yeah, that's how I think and that's how I see and feel about life. So some type of people can tell you that maybe you're a person that obligates people or blackmail people. Like a guy told me I blackmailed him, right? And I'm like, so I blackmail you because I told you if we don't fuck, you gonna be single. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, if you don't want me, then you gonna be single. So I didn't remove your pants and tell you to fuck me. I told you, you have an option. It's either you gonna want me or you're gonna leave me for somebody that do wants me. And that's life. There's a difference with I choked him and put him down and fucked him than me telling him you choose wisely. So yeah. You can say it's a blackmail or so, but I don't think that's a blackmail. It's a way out. I'm trying to make it easier for you. You know, I when I talk to him, I think it's a dumb person talking. You know, it sounds dumb to me. It's like I tell you, you wanna quit my craziness, and you say no, I want to continue with you, and then tell me I'm blackmailing you. It sounds crazy to me. But yeah, let's life a little. you know. Let's see what else. I have so much. I even have. You see how much things I have. I even have maribomba around me. Yo. I attract every fucking thing. Yeah, everything. Crazy as fuck. Even fish. Damn. Crazy as fuck. So yeah. Let's see what else. Back in the days I used to pick butterflies, the green ones. Not the green ones, the blue little ones that we have in Curacao. You know? And I feel like it's a trusting thing, like they feel you or so. And that's what I think. It's a feeling. It's a safe feeling. Ana Cruella. Say, no? To me, it's a safe feeling. I need to start moving these animals because I don't like them. I like Cruella. Cruella is my baby. Cruella te va a poner tipo morde. Mias. Hey, bota mira con aí. And I don't think my hair stinks because I just wash my hair. So, cruelty. Yeah. So yeah. We do have like a yard, and we do have like the dogs be pooping around and stuff. So like, the flies is just, you can say, like welcomed. And I haven't cleaned the yard since the dog is here. I haven't cleaned no fucking shit, so I don't know how much shit there is in the yard right now. But what I know is the mosquitoes or the flies got more too. So I'm sure I have to go on a shit hunt very soon in the yard. Shit hunt. Sometimes I can be so mad, y'all. and people is always judging the math, right? Like I was hearing the Immorales songs, right? Like they judge Immorales, maybe they are some perverts. I accept it, they are, but like, you see, Immorales had like Trillen met die billen, but that song was like, that tung 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 type of song, it hit, like you can get a gram water on that beat. But like they judge the other things, and like if a person lives on that life, I would say that's crazy. Like put them in a clinic or so until they got enough drugs for them to understand life, to sober up or so. I don't know, but like no, not to remove them or so. Keep trying to give them chances, but not give them chances and give them house and give them friends and let them think they're doing good, and then make other people feel like they have to shut their mouth because the world is changing and men start feeling that they are the kings because you know nah, you just have to make it work. Cruelty. So you just gotta make it work.